voice of Caldwell County. We're 1580, 103.3 WPKY, Princeton.
And good evening, everyone. Welcome to the Cab. It's WPKY coverage of high school basketball tonight. Boys are in action. It's the Caldwell County Tigers taking on the Hopkinsville Tigers here at the Cab. Dennis Stevens along with Bob Hayes, John Miller, Tess Cowan, and Coach Earl all here to bring you the action tonight from the Cab. And Bob, good game lined up here tonight. Both these teams looking for their first win. They had a couple of disappointing losses to open the season. So somebody's going to come out here with a win tonight. Hopefully our guys will get over the hump after that tough game against Lyon County on Tuesday.
Well, I would hope that we could make vast improvements in the way we handled the press. I'm sure we'll see a press tonight again from Hopkinsville. They look very athletic out here warming up in front of us. And also the ability to maybe we can get back to our normal type free throw shooting, which maybe let us down a little bit the other night in our loss to Lyon County. But one thing you cannot fault from these kids at all was the effort they put forth on the floor the other night. Defensively, you couldn't, as a coach, you just want the game to be left on the floor, and I think we left it on the floor. Mistakes can always be corrected, so I'm looking forward to a nice game tonight. I know Hopkinsville went down to Clarksville, Kenwood down by 11 points, so I'm not sure how strong they are, but Hopkinsville looks pretty athletic. But we've got the ability, we got good kids with good basketball IQs, so some of those things maybe will kind of alternate with each other, and where they have a strength, we got a weakness, but where we have a strength, they have a weakness.
Right.
So.
Well, this is the Athletic Center pregame show. The Athletic Center is your one-stop shop for all of your sports needs. Whatever the sport, the Athletic Center has you covered head to toe. They carry a great selection of shoes for sports, school, work, or leisure. Need an item customized, they can do that too. And of course, they do screen printing and embroidery too. That's the Athletic Center in Princeton. We're about 14 minutes away from tipping this one off. We're going to take a quick break and be right back and start breaking this one down, talking about some players and what to expect tonight. All that coming up here on Tiger Basketball on 1580, 103.3 WPKY.
641,945,600 inches, 886,828,800 feet, 295,609,600 yards, 167,960 miles.
That's how far the staff at Pennyroyal Hospice traveled last year to serve clients in their 5-county area. If Pennyroyal Hospice traveled 6 3/4 times around the world to serve last year, imagine what they can do for you and your loved one today. Pennyroyal Hospice, living to the fullest.
Hey, it's Des from Des and Ty in the morning. Put your Santa hat on and join me on Friday, December 6th at Cash Express on Highway 62 West in Princeton for Chutes and Ladders as the Princeton Police Department and the Princeton Fire Department battle it out for the kids.
We want some presents.
Bring your new toy to Cash Express from 10 to 4 and either help stuff the cruiser or fill the truck. I'll be broadcasting live from 2 to 4 to give you all the updates and the lowdown on who's in the lead. Plus, while I'm there, anyone who makes a donation gets registered to win. Loose change and coats will be accepted as well. And the best part is, all donations will stay right here in Caldwell County to help our local kids have the Christmas they deserve.
I can't wait till Christmas morning.
It's Chutes and Ladders live at Cash Express Friday, December 6th. From Cash Express, the Princeton Police Department, the Princeton Fire Department, and 1580 103.3 WPKY.
Merry Christmas.
This is Carol at the Woodall Agency at 110 West Washington Street in the heart of downtown Princeton. Our agency is proud to have been a part of this community since 1907. We want you to come by and see us soon. We may be able to save you some money on your home, auto, motorcycle, or mobile home insurance. We offer discounts for good students, multi-policy, safe drivers, and many more. We appreciate our loyal customers, and we will work hard to make you feel like part of the Woodall Agency family. Call me today at 365-5541.
There's an advantage in being the home team. You know who Emma Talley, Jake Lewis, and Pat Gates are. You've seen the wall around Butler Stadium and have heard of the Caldwell Crazies. Trice Hughes, we're your home team. Here's our home team deal of the week.
The 2018 Nissan Sentra SL, 16,000 miles. NADA retail $18,100. Trice price $15,990.
Get this home team deal of the week at Trice Hughes. Find us on Highway 91 North, Princeton, or Trice PriceHughes.com.
Happy holidays from Pennyrile Electric. Did you know that outage information is right at the tip of your fingers? Pennyrile Electric works hard to ensure the power stays on. But when something unforeseeable happens, they make it easy for you to stay informed. All you have to do is send a text to 85700. That's 85700. Save Pennyrile Electric in your contacts at 85700 for easy use in the future. It is our wish for you that your season be warm and bright. Happy holidays from Pennyrile Electric.
And back to the cab on the Athletic Center pregame show tonight. Hopkinsville and Caldwell County here from the cab. Bob, Caldwell County started out the season against a pretty highly rated Lyon County team. They're solidly in the Your Sports Edge Super 7 to start out the preseason and played them, I thought, an excellent game defensively. I say limited period of 25, but actually he got hot in the fourth quarter. Most of his points came in the fourth as he only had, I think, around 7 at halftime.
Right, and he only had 11 at the end of 3, had 14 big ones in the fourth quarter, and probably 6 to 8 of them came on uncontested layups after we lost the ball. And we actually made it too easy for Lyon County to win that game in the fourth quarter the other night.
Yeah, they put the press on late in the third quarter. It really carried Lyon County, got them back in after falling behind. I think Caldwell County had a 9-point lead at one time, 39-30, if I remember right. But I thought our defense played really well that night. We had some bright spots. Trip Branch, we'll start out talking about our players tonight. You got to start with Trip Branch after the game he had against Lyon County. 24 big points in that contest and red hot from outside the line.
He had an amazing game, and we had 2 other threes go down that night, one by T.J. Ray, and I'm not sure who the other one was, but we have the ability to shoot it from outside. Caden Frelick's usually a fine outside shooter, did not get a 3 the other night, but worked really hard inside against. We were certainly not the dominant tall team. The other night, Lyon County had at least 4 players taller than we did, and especially Jackson Shoulders, who is a really a beast more or less underneath, and fights, works real hard, and we almost neutralized him in the game. Lyon has 2 or 3 other players that complement the Travis Perry really well. So it was a. If we play the same kind of defense tonight, and we probably will go 8 deep, 9 deep. It's going to be an interest. It's a chess match again. Like I said the other night, we don't know what Hopkinsville brings to the table ability-wise. We know they're athletic, probably jump really well, and how will we match up, and where will we take our advantage against them?
Historically, Hoptown will want to get up and down the court. I think this season, you touched on it just a little bit there a couple of seconds ago. We're not going to be taller than hardly any team we play this year, if any. We just don't have the big 6'6", 6'7" kids coming through Caldwell anymore for some reason. You got Smiley and East somewhere in the 6'3", 6'4" range, but outside of that, you really drop down. Tripp's got a little size to him, but
he may be stretching to get to 6'3", and after that, it really falls.
You've got Frelick's playing the post position a lot of nights, barely reaching 6 foot, so we're going to be outsized just about every time we take the floor this year. Hopkinsville will want to get up and down the court, but I think most of the time this season we're going to be a half-court offense and take advantage if we get a break or if we get a steal, get somebody not getting back on defense. But most of the time I think we're a half-court squad.
And it just depends on any given night whether and we've got some speed on the team out here. Adarius and Jamarius and T.J. Ray when he's in, just lightning fast. Trip Branch gets up and down the floor really well. Caden. So if our slow down game is working, that's what we'll stay in with our ability to run sets, pick and screen and make shots, get in rebounding position. If we're not working there, I'll look for Coach K to run a little bit to see what generates some offense there.
Another player I want to brag on a little bit as we count down to tip-off, just under 7 minutes to go. I thought a kid that had a good game the other night was Jamarius Blaine.
All our kids played well the other night. We just turned it over 2 or 3, 4 crucial times and couldn't make our free throws. One of those things that ifs, ands, and buts, if you know what that quote is. But yes, Darius played well. TJ, all of them played well. That's the satisfying part of what we saw out here the other night. We just didn't get the dud yet.
If there's a learning curve this season, it's probably going to have to come at the guard spot, because the two players you lost last year both played guard. One of them had better than 20 points a game. So these kids have to learn what they're capable of offensively, what passes they're going to make in certain situations, where East or where Smiley or Fralix likes to receive the ball down low, how to get the pass to them. And those kids have a lot of growing to do in those guard spots at the start of this season. And I think it's great that we're playing so many games early on, so basically back to back to back, because we're in action to turn around 2 more days. These kids are going to Hopkins Central to play in the 6th, 7th district showdown.
And Dennis, it's interesting that you note the 2 players that we lost last year were the 2 players who broke the press and brought the ball up the floor. The 2 or 3 that we had back there the other night had not been in that position before, but learned quite a bit the other night as to what can be done, how it is to be handled, and there's nothing like live action. You can simulate things and practice all night long, but the real test comes out on the floor with what your opponents do to you.
I was really pleased. I think Coach K was in the postgame interview pleased. There's some things to clean up, but it's still early December. There's going to be a lot of things to clean up this time of year. We're going to work those out. Free throw shooting.
That's going to come around. We got too many good shooters to not get back to where we were last year.
Well, this Hopkinsville team, I looked at their stats a little bit. They only shot barely over 50% in their opening loss to Kenwood. So free throws all important. I noticed Coach Mitchell had on Twitter, had a photo of his girls, said we watched game film, worked on free throws. That's I think that's an overlooked aspect of the basketball game, especially in high school. These kids like to watch the guys shoot the long threes, and that's fun, or get up and down the court and dunk. Free throws can win you a ball game, and very well could have a couple of days ago against Lyon County.
And it's interesting, there's nobody guarding you at the free throw line. So, if you have some difficulty hitting free throws, shoot 50 a day. And there's plenty of time in practice to get 50 free throw shots up. Yeah. And the thing that when I was coaching Little League basketball, when we shot with the intention of trying to get better. We just weren't horsing around with it.
I was hoping not to visit the ghost of Finkel's Fair Store until maybe January, but a little inside joke.
Of course, we didn't get to the free throw line much, Dennis. We were all the way up and down the floor.
You didn't miss very much, so you had to get fouled and try the three-point play. Just about 3.5 minutes before we tip this one off. This is the Athletic Center pregame show. The Athletic Center in Princeton is your one-stop shop for all of your sports needs, whatever the sport. Athletic Center has you covered head to toe. We appreciate those guys joining up with us this season to bring you Tiger basketball. Bob, quickly taking a look at Hoptown. They're a good team. They had 3 players in double figures in their opening game. 2 players in double figures, then one with 9. But one player not on the court yet for them that probably would have made a big difference, a kid named Reese Jesse that had over 200 yards receiving against us during football season.
If he can play basketball like he catches a football, he is dangerous. And he looks to be the only player on the roster not here at the game. We don't know whether that's due to a football commitment somewhere or injury or what.
The kid's getting some big-time offers, including the University of Kentucky.
Yes.
He's an extremely good kid.
He's a star in the making. He's smooth, quick, fast, great hands.
Yeah, he just wore us out in that game. I don't know the exact yards, but I do remember it was over 200.
He was either there or over. It was that's what caused us to lose the Hopkinsville game.
Probably the player to watch for Hopkinsville tonight, led the team in scoring against the Clarksville team, was Don Victor.
And I'm wondering if he's related to Isaiah Victor, who played college basketball at Tennessee. I'm sure there's some relation, if not brothers, cousins and stuff like that. Not too many people in the area or named Victor, so to speak.
Well, he had 17 in that opening loss to Kenwood. After that, Javon Smith-Rudd. So those are the 2 players, number 20 and 23, that we'll be keeping our eyes on for Hopkinsville tonight.
Hopkinsville put 8 people in the scoring column the other night, so we know that they probably don't waste a lot of time. They use their bench.
Just over a minute to go before we tip this one off, and just like during football season, we'll pause now for a quick prayer and have that, and I'll start that with us, Bob. Holy God, thank you for another night at the gym. We ask that you protect each student that steps on the court tonight, and we also ask that you bless the efforts of each student in ways they never thought possible, and we ask these things in Jesus' name.
And further, Lord, we ask you to give comfort again to the Barnes family, courage and sportsmanship to the players, and patience and understanding to the coaches, wisdom and knowledge to the game officials, and lastly, peace to us all. We ask these things in your precious name. Amen.
It's Caldwell County and Hopkinsville tonight. Both teams come in at 0-1, lost their opening games back on Tuesday night. That's going to do it for us on the Athletic Center pregame show. The Athletic Center carries a great selection of shoes for sports, school, work, and leisure. And don't forget, if you need a customized item, they can do that too, as well as screen printing and embroidery. So take it by the Athletic Center. Getting ready now for tip-off. Starting lineups will be introduced, then the tip-off. Tip-off, of course, brought to you by Travis Construction and Concrete. For all of your construction and concrete needs, it's Travis Construction and Concrete. We'll pause now for the national anthem. And Bob, something cool happened on Tuesday night. They couldn't get the PA system to work for the national anthem. So it broke out in a cappella, both sides, a packed gym. And that was one of the coolest things I think I've ever been through.
And it was just on the cuff too. I mean, it just broke out.
So now we'll pause for the anthem. National anthem played. Now time for the starting lineups for tonight. For that, I'll turn it over to my buddy Bob Hayes.
And I think we're going to go down to the floor.
Casey
Okay,
Cavanis.
here we go.
Starting at guard, number 20, Don Victor. Starting at guard, number 3, Arthur McKnight. Starting at forward, number 22, Jamarcus Burks. And starting at guard, number 4, Camarion Smith. And now for your Caldwell County Tigers. Starting at guard, number 2, Adarius Riley. Starting at guard, number 5, Jamarcus Blaine. Starting at guard, number 10, Trip Branch. Starting at guard, number 22, Caden Fralix. And starting at forward, number 42, Cole Smiley.
And the starting lineups introduced for both squads as we get set to tip this one off between the Tigers and Tigers here from the cab.
And the tip-off is going to be brought to us by Travis Construction and Concrete for your construction and concrete needs, as well as driveways, porches, foundations, basement walls, decorative concrete, remodels, and more. Good luck, Tigers and Lady Tigers. Here's to building a successful year from Travis Construction and Concrete. And here for the opening tap, the WPKY sportscaster Dennis Stevens.
Thank you, Bob. Cole Smiley steps into the circle. He'll be jumping against Cabinets. And we are underway at the cab. Caldwell County controls the tip. Gets it down underneath the Branch. Branch up and in. Caldwell County up 2-0. Good job by Branch to come down and find a spot on that opposite side of the lane. Fralix guards Burks. Gets it over to Smith. Smith out to McKnight. McKnight trying to drive on Riley. Pulls up the three-point line. Gets it out top of the key. Shot up and good for number 22, Jamarcus Burks. 3-2 Hoptown. Wide open was Burks. Now Hopkinsville is going to come with full court pressure. And Coach K calls a timeout. Quick timeout. It's going to be a 30-second timeout, so we'll keep it right here, John. Timeouts brought to you this season by Russo Law. Russo Law located in downtown Princeton and ready to serve all of your legal needs. And Bob, Coach K walked out on the floor, kind of held his hands out, said kind of like, we've been working on this since the Lyon County game. This is what caused us trouble. Don't get frustrated. Run what we talked about.
He didn't obviously like what he saw, and it looked like we were a little bit disorganized too, Dennis, in trying to inbound the ball. So,
and unlike you, we talked about it in pregame. I don't think the players should have been caught off guard expecting Hopkinsville to press the entire court. So Coach K is going to have his players take it in from the side right in front of the bench. Fralix gets it in to Blaine. Blaine dribbles back, pops it over to Riley on the far side. Riley gets across half court. Still in the hands of Riley, goes up, and he's going to be called for the charge. No restricted circle area in high school basketball, but that was awful deep under the goal to be a charge, Bob.
Yes, but just a little bit out of control, too, by Darius.
Caldwell County is going to start out man-to-man. Hopkinsville back the other way across half court. It's McKnight. Up with the shot, no good. Smiley on the rebound. Playing the point again tonight for Caldwell County. Number 5, Jamarius Blaine, dribbles side to side. Smiley trying to post up. They work it down underneath. Good pass over the shoulder to Riley. Riley up and in. Caldwell back in front, 4-2. Nice cut down the lane.
A nice pass from Cole Smiley on that.
Hoptown with the three up, bounces around, no good. Smiley with the big rebound. And Blaine gets the play from the sideline. He'll bring it up. Man-to-man pressure for Hoptown. Branch has it now top of the key to Smiley. Smiley gets it over to Blaine. Blaine to Fralix. Caldwell working it around. 6 minutes and change left here in the first quarter. Riley has it taken away. Hoptown still on the ground, held it up. Riley just took it back. Gives it to Fralix for three. Good. Caden Fralix with the three-pointer. Caldwell leads 7-3. Hoptown back in the lane, kicks it out. A three for Hoptown is good. That's number 22, Jamarcus Burks.
That's his
second tonight. Yep, Bob. He's feeling it outside the arc. Caldwell has trouble getting it in. Fralix tried to lead Riley just a little bit too much with the pass. Got away. Hoptown has it.
Riley's picked up his second foul.
Riley, and that's his second. 2 on the team. Caldwell's going to have to go to the bench early. Hoptown drives, shot up. Number 3 is McKnight. Misses the shot, but I think he's fouled, maybe on Fralix on this one. On number 22, that's Caden Fralix with his first. Caldwell racking up a few fouls early in this one. Just about 2.5 minutes gone in the first quarter. Free throw up and good. Checking in for Caldwell County, seeing his first action of the season. I don't think Jay Breon got in the other night against Lyon County, but Jay Breon spikes into the ball game as Darius Riley will go out. Second free throw, good. 8-7. Back and forth early in this one. Blaine and Fralix trying to break the press, gets it up to Spikes. Spikes dribbles it across, fouled at the top of the key. Foul on Hoptown is going to be on Jamarcus Burks. Fralick's looking to get it in. Throws it all the way down low to Smiley, who posted up well, puts a shot up. Baby hook up and in. Cole Smiley. Caldwell back out in front, 9-8. Fralick's guarding the point. Over into the corner. Hoptown drives the baseline. That's number 4, Smith. Misses the shot, but he's going to go to the free throw line.
And the foul, I think, is on Tripp.
Tripp Branch picks up his first, but 4 quick fouls. We're exactly
3 minutes.
3 minutes into the ball game. Free throw, good.
Hopkinsville so far 3 out of 3 tonight at the line, where they were under or right at 50% the other night against Kenwood.
I have, Bob. I had that here somewhere. About 52% was all they shot from the line. Second free throw, good.
So maybe we're fouling their 2 best free throw shooters.
Fralick's to inbound, gets it up. Smiley back over to Blaine for 3, good. Little Caesars 3-pointers are flying here at the Cab tonight. Jamarius Blaine with his first. Hoptown's going to try one from the corner. That one's good. That's number 20, Don Victor. Their leading scorer in their opener with 17 points. Gets his first of the night. 13-12 Hopkinsville as Caldwell County looks to break the press. Fralick's has it back to Spikes. Up to Branch. Branch pulls up for 12. No good. Rebound Fralick's. Fralick's puts it back out to Smiley, to Jabrion Spikes. Over to Blaine. Blaine with the running one-hander, up and in. Jamarius Blaine having a good night. 14-13, Caldwell County. Blaine guarding McKnight, back over to Smith. Smith with the long 3, no good. Smiley with the rebound, has it knocked away but picked up by Blaine. Blaine to Branch in the corner. May have been hit on the wrist, no call on it. Rebound comes down to Hopkinsville. Victor has it, drives, shot up, and in. Lead back to Hoptown. Caldwell County throws it away on the inbounds pass. Hopkinsville drives the lane, puts a shot up. I think they're going to call the foul on the floor. Arthur McKnight picked up the loose ball. 5 fouls already, Bob, and this is way too quick.
We're slowly getting into foul trouble with just about half the first quarter.
That's Blaine's first foul. Hopkinsville inbounds into the corner to Victor. Back out to Smith, top of the key, into the corner. 3 up and no good. Hopkinsville with the rebound. Spin move back up and in for number 42. That's Josh Deeds into the ball game. Fralick's gets it back. Caldwell working against the press. Fralick's across half court, down into the corner to Smiley. Smiley thought about the 3. Hopkinsville closed out, had to give it back up to Spikes. Spikes to Fralick's in the corner, drives the baseline, kicks it back in to Smiley. Little baby hook, a little left-handed baby hook up and in again.
Real soft touch on that shot by Cole.
On the other end, Victor gives up the 3, drives the lane, puts a shot up from 4, and it's good. 19-16. Hopkinsville with the lead. Fralick's over to Blaine. Blaine hits the middle, gets it over to Spikes. Spikes had a lane closed up. He'll pull it back out to Jamarius Blaine. Spikes, left wing, top of the key, drives. Back out to Fralick's, thought about the 3, pulls up at the free throw line, good. Caden Fralick's with the bucket, 19-18.
Up and down, a racehorse basketball.
3 by Hoptown, good. Top of the key, number 22, Jamarcus Burks. I think we need to put a hand in Mr. Burks' face tonight. That's 3 threes for Burks. Branch has it. Pass down low, picked off. Victor stepped in front of Smiley, came up with the steal. Back the other way, Hopkinsville will try another 3 in and out. Fralick's with the rebound. Fralix has it back tipped. Hopkinsville with the steal. They go up, miss the shot. Smiley with the rebound. Burks couldn't make it up close, right under the goal.
This is the easiest shot he's had all night.
Yeah, he's made 3 threes so far. Branch, right corner, wanted to drive baseline. He's going to be pushed. Foul is going to be called on Arthur McKnight.
And just the second foul for Hopkinsville in the game tonight. 5 for the Tigers, Caldwell County Tigers.
Checking in for Caldwell County, Jude East will come in, and Smiley will get a well-deserved breather. Caldwell County's ball out of bounds underneath. And Branch leads Fralix too much, goes into the Hoptown bench. Another turnover for the Tigers.
That's 5 for the Tigers here in the first quarter, but that was an unforced turnover there.
Yeah, they weren't really pressuring Fralix, just led him too much toward the side. Got to clean those up in a game that's capable of staying close.
And we're into a zone now, Dennis.
2-3 zone by the Tigers. And a moving screen called on Victor. Don Victor picks up the foul. 3 fouls on Hopkinsville, 5 on Caldwell County. Hoptown still bringing the press. They get it up to Blaine. Blaine across midcourt. Caldwell County with numbers. Blaine takes it himself, coast to coast. Up and in, Jamarius Blaine. Caldwell back within 2. Out to Smith, over to Victor. Victor drives, pulls up from 14, no good. Branch with a strong rebound. He brings it up to Blaine. Back up to Branch, wide open 3 from the left side, off the back of the rim, no good. Fralix high for the rebound. Spin move up and in. And we're tied at 22 with a half a minute to go in the first quarter. McKnight for 3, airballed. Out of bounds, though, off Caldwell County. Cabanis comes back into the ball game as Victor will go to the bench. Also coming in, Javon Smith-Rudd. Branch is going to go to the bench for Caldwell County, and T.J. Ray into the ball game. 27.5 seconds left. Hoptown looks to get it in, bounced it low. Caldwell comes up with the steal. Blaine had the steal and probably had the advantage, but it was bumped in the back at the other end, and the referee blew the whistle, stopped the play.
And the foul will go against
number 23 is who they're calling this one on, Javon Smith-Rudd. Fralix out, and Riley back into the ball game. Adarius will take it out, gets it into Jamarius Blaine. Blaine working one-on-one against pressure. 18 seconds in the first quarter. Score tied at 22. Blaine backs around, has it tipped, keeps control. Over to Spikes. Spikes drives into the lane, back out to Caldwell at 5. Number 5 puts it in. Blaine with a nice look down the middle. Hits the shot, he'll go to the free throw line to try to cap it off.
And now Hopkinsville is called up to Caldwell County in the number of fouls. Both have 5.
Caldwell had 6 players on the court for a second before this free throw. Had to clear somebody off.
Caldwell County's first free throw attempt of the night by Jamarius Blaine.
Blaine puts the shot up and in. 25-22. 2 seconds left for Hoptown. Heaves it three-quarter court, well short. And after 1 quarter of play, an exciting start to this one. Caldwell County 25, Hopkinsville 22. We'll be back in 30 seconds. This is Tiger Basketball on 1580, 103.3 WPKY.
Coverage is brought to you in part by Cozy Living Interior and Boutique, Lawn Cutters Equipment LLC, Big John's Barbecue, Brantley Furniture, Bella Marie Boutique, Western Kentucky Regional Blood Center, Fredonia Valley Bank, Great Wall of China, and by Farless Realty. Caldwell County Sports on 1580, 103.3 WPKY, worldwide at WPKYonline.com, and on your free WPKY app.
And welcome back to the cab. I failed in this first quarter effort, Dennis, to explain who was sponsoring. Yeah, exactly. So I want to get it in right now.
I bet Pam will understand.
Second quarter is being brought to you by Cozy Living Interiors and Boutique, located next to the bowling alley in Princeton. Beautiful furniture, baby furniture, gifts, and registry. Stop by and see Pam. All kinds of discounts, sales, and everything going on here pre-Christmas. Cozy Living, everything a home should be. And for the call here in the second quarter, Hopkinsville to inbound the ball is WPKY sportscaster and the best left-handed golfer in Princeton, Dennis Stevens.
The bad thing is I'm right-handed, Bob. That tells you about my game. Hopkinsville puts it in play. Caldwell's going to stay in that 2-3 zone. Smith up for the shot inside just off the elbow. Good. Hoptown back within one. Caldwell working against that press. Hoptown's put it on just about every possession. Blaine gets it left side, kicks it out to Branch. Open three from the corner, no good. Tip picked up by Hopkinsville.
We're looking better on the breaking the press, Dennis.
They work it inside. Hook shot, no good. Hoptown gets a long rebound in the corner. Smith has it, drives the lane. Running one-hander up, no good. Ripped away by Blaine on the rebound. Keeps it himself, takes it to the other end. Bumped on the shot, no good, no foul. Hopkinsville quickly back the other way. Victor up, and he's fouled by Branch across the wrist. Unfortunate that we didn't get the call on the other end, but that one a clear foul on Trip Branch. So Don Victor will go to the line for Hopkinsville.
Tripp has 2 fouls now, as does Darius Raleigh.
Shot up, no good. That may be their first miss of the evening.
It is their first miss.
I think Victor struggled a little bit on Tuesday night. This one good. Victor was 9 out of 17 in that opening night loss. Caldwell gets it into Blaine, back to Fralix, up to Spikes. Spikes to Branch. Caldwell breaks it, gets it back to Fralix. Fralix out near half court. Gets it out to Jabrion. Jabrion gets to the elbow, tries to lob it into Smiley, knocked out of bounds by Hopkinsville. Tigers will take it out on the baseline. Everybody lining up in the stack, Bob. You got to have one to throw it in. Jabrion goes down. He'll take care of business there. Branch takes the inbounds, back over to Spikes. He's going to let it go from the corner, off the back of the rim, no good. Victor with the rebound. Up court quickly to Patterson. Patterson drives, has it partially blocked by Branch. Comes back down to the hands of Hopkinsville. Underneath, blocked by Smiley. That might be the big block of the game right there. That was a pretty good one. Cole Smiley got up on that shot. Smiley at the other end puts the shot up, no good. Spikes with the rebound. Awkward angle to put it back up, couldn't convert. And Hopkinsville will bring it back down. And they're saying he had control of the ball, dribbled it well above his head, but still had his hand on top of the ball, the referee's saying. Knocked away underneath by Trip Branch. Smiley gets it out to Blaine. Caldwell's going to pull it back out. Fralix, he tries to drive, has it stolen away, but he's going to be fouled on the drive. Both teams piling up considerable amount of fouls early in this one. TJ Ray checks into the ball game. Jabrion Spikes comes out. That foul is on Victor, Bob, and that's
his
2
second.
on him.
Yes.
That could be a big one. 6 fouls apiece. Both teams in the bonus. Still 6 minutes to go in the first half. Good job by Jamarius Blaine to keep control of that one. High pass out. Down to Ray from the corner, no good. Victor with the rebound, brings it low, and Blaine reaches in. He's going to tie him up. Possession arrow is going to go with Caldwell County, so good hustle by Jamarius Blaine. Saw Victor pull the ball down low.
Hopkinsville's 4th turnover of the first half, Caldwell County with 5.
Make that
And
6
make that
as we
6.
throw it away across the baseline. Smiley Could not catch up to the pass, and it hits the baseline and goes out of bounds. 5:41 to go in the first half. We're tied at 25. Victor, right wing. They put it back out, almost over him back on that one. They throw it to the side, and he does step out of bounds on the sideline. Cabiness got too close to the white stripe.
He looked closer to me then when he got called for it than he was when he made that nice catch.
Fralix is going to come out and get a breather. Back into the ball game is going to be Branch. TJ Ray dribbles against two players, gets it to Branch, up to Riley. Riley slips, maybe on some perspiration on the floor. Ball loose at midcourt. Cabiness comes up with it. Now players on the ground. Stolen away by TJ Ray. And he's going to be fouled on the play. Good hustle by TJ.
And we're in the bonus.
Bob, I looked at our injury report. I didn't think we had anything tonight. That's brought to you by Caldwell Medical Center. Better quality health care right here at home. Do notice a knee brace I didn't remember TJ wearing the other night on the left knee. Maybe just for a little bit of support. Doesn't look like it's slowing him down any. Free throw, good. He'll get the bonus.
TJ just impresses me with his hustle and determination and grit on that play.
If there ever was a player that you could call scrappy, it's TJ Ray. This one spins out. That one halfway down, spun back out. Hoptown with the rebound. They come back down with Smith.
He almost got by with a walk.
Victor's three rims out. And TJ Ray goes for the rebound. He's pushed from behind by Jamarcus Burks.
That's Burks' second foul.
So Ray, by far the smallest player on the court, had the good position on Burks. Burks pushed him in the back. Didn't get away with that one, so TJ's going to go to the line for another one in the bonus.
TJ having just been there 15 seconds ago.
First one up and good. 27-25, Caldwell County, and even 5 minutes left to go in the first half. Second shot for Ray, good. 3-point lead for the Tigers as McKnight brings it across half court, gets it over to Victor. Victor drives on Branch. Branch has to be careful, packing 2 fouls. Back out front, 3 is good by McKnight. Only so aggressive Tripp could have been on that play on Victor. Caldwell County trying to break the press, has it knocked away by Burks. Fralix is going to come back in, and Branch will take a seat. 4:36 to go now in the first half. Still Caldwell County basketball. Fralix will inbound from in front of his own bench. Gets away, picked up by Blaine. Good hustle. And Blaine's fouled from behind. Javon Smith-Rudd is going to pick up that foul for Hopkinsville. That's their 9th. Bob, still 4.5 minutes to go in the second quarter. And there's
what started out as a 5 to 1 foul. We've committed 1 foul, and Hopkinsville's committed 8 in the last half of the first quarter and midway through the second quarter.
Blaine goes to the line. First one, good.
Samarias is an outstanding free throw shooter.
Second shot coming up for Blaine off the back of the rim. No good. Rebound comes down to Hopkinsville's Burks. Gets it over to McKnight. Looking for Victor on the left wing, guarded by Fralix. Caldwell in that zone. Shot from top of the key, no good. Riley hammered on the rebound, still comes up with it, gets it over to Blaine. Blaine up to Smiley. Smiley looking for a little bit of help. Smiley has a dribble, pulls it up, now gets it to Blaine, top of the key. Blair is doing a lot of sliding right in that area, top of the key on Caldwell's end. Fralix drives, shot up, and spins out. That's 2 shots, 1 a free throw, and then that little layup halfway down, and just the spin on the ball brings it back out. Rebound knocked out of bounds by Caldwell County. Jabrion Sparks comes in, and Blaine will come out of the ball game.
There's nobody at home.
2-3 zone by Caldwell County. Left wing to Victor, back out front. That's number 2, Patterson, into the ball game. Patterson almost loses it. Hoptown keeps control over to McKnight, to Victor. Victor pulls up from the elbow, airballed it. Over to Spikes. Spikes drives the lane, back out to Smiley. Thought about the 3. Into the corner to Riley. Riley drives, got in no man's land, bailed out by Smiley. Smiley turns, puts it up. He's fouled on the play. He'll go to the free throw line for a couple. 2 Goodwin Insurance free throws coming up for Cole Smiley. Goodwin Insurance is your locally owned independent insurance agency capable of handling all of your insurance needs. Bob, this game may very well come down to free throws if these fouls don't settle down a little bit between now and the end of the game. 10 fouls on Hoptown now. Smiley's free throw good.
And as I mentioned earlier, with 5 fouls in the first quarter by Caldwell, we've only committed once. Hopkinsville yet to be in the bonus.
Yeah, we really settled down the better part of this quarter. Smiley's second shot, good. 3-point lead for Caldwell County with 3:18 to go in the first half. East back into the ball game, and Smiley will take a seat. Caldwell right now with 3 starters on the bench. Fralix and Riley, the only starters on the floor. Victor thought about the 3, pulls it back. Tip into the corner. Smith, good. Smith just checked back into the ball game. Good off the baseline for 2, 31-30, Caldwell County. TJ Ray dishes it in the middle. Nice dump pass to Jude East. East goes up for the shot, and he got his arm hooked badly, so he'll go to the free throw line.
I think 31 has just picked up his 3rd foul.
That's Cavanis. East with another couple of Goodwin Insurance free throws coming up. First one, no good. So Cavanis comes out, and big Josh Deeds checks into the ball game.
He does look like a football player, doesn't he?
Yeah, I think he probably could. East, second free throw off the back of the rim, no good. Caldwell can't convert. Just under 3 minutes to go in the half, and the local Tigers still lead by 1. Caldwell staying in that 2-3 zone. Hoptown works it into the free throw line. Shot missed, though. 2 Tigers went for the rebound, bounces off to Hopkinsville. Drives the lane, puts it up. That's Don Victor with the bucket. Well, it was almost an easy rebound for Caldwell County. Turns into 2 for Hopkinsville. Fralix picks up his dribble, gets it up to Riley at half court. Riley over to Ray, into the corner. Spikes, thought about the 3. Took a little too many steps, changed his mind mid-shot. Turnover Caldwell County. And Hopkinsville will have it side out. McKnight at the point for Hopkinsville. Come up against the 2-3 zone. Manned by Spikes and Ray. Ray's got to hustle back to this side. Hoptown moved it around the corner. East. I thought they were going to call East with a foul. It's Victor stepping on the line. I think Jude Mill got away with a little bump. Well, he helped Victor out of bounds. He kind
of hooked him too, it looked like.
So we'll take it. It evens out over the course of the game, they say. East. Right wing gets it out to Ray. Over to Fralix. Fralix will pull up for 3. No good. Minute 45 left to go in the first half. Caldwell County trails by 1, 32-31. McKnight out front for Hopkinsville. Lob inside towards Victor. Well high and into the cheerleaders. Turnover Hoptown.
Hopkinsville still remaining in their press.
Caused Caldwell County some trouble early. They've done a much better job, especially this second quarter. Spikes Across midcourt, gets it up to Riley, kicks it back out to Ray. Over to Fralix. Fralix drives the lane, shot up and in. And a blocking foul called well after the shot on number 42, Deeds. We saw Fralix do this the other night, Bob. He was going down the lane and avoided the charge, got around the player, caused the player to slide over trying to pick up the charge, and that's what Deeds did on that one.
He's a really heady, crafty player.
Free throw, no good. TJ Ray with the rebound. Goes over to Fralix. Fralix saves it from going out of bounds over to Riley. Great hustle by two Tigers on that one. Ray from the corner, three, no good. Ball loose on the floor, picked up by Riley. 1 minute to go in the first half. Riley saves it into Ray across the end line. Ray out to Spikes. Spikes over to Fralix. Coach K saying, let's slow it down a little bit. Ray, top of the key, over to Riley. Riley looked to drive, pulls it up, gives it back over to Fralix. He'll pull the offense out again. 39 seconds left in the quarter. TJ Ray with it. Well out near the volleyball court. Ray opens up, drives down the lane, dishes off to East, puts it in on a Farmers Bank shot to give Caldwell County a 3-point lead, 35-32.
Assist, TJ Ray. Nice pass from TJ.
He did. He drove the lane well and just
beautiful.
dished it off at the last second. Farmers Bank and Trust Company is home of the Tiger Debit Card, the card that gives back to future athletes of Caldwell County. Caldwell stays in that 2-3 zone. Ray comes a little higher out this time against McKnight. Caldwell matching up a little bit out of it. Now Hoptown working it over. 8 seconds left. Shot up and no good. Fralix with the rebound. Still 4 seconds to get it up the court. Fralix over to Riley. Riley puts a shot up. No good at the buzzer. And as we go to halftime, it's a nice effort by Caldwell County. And it has the Tigers out in front of Hopkinsville, 35-32. We'll be back with the Travis Construction and Concrete halftime show in just a few minutes, so stay tuned. You're listening to Tiger Basketball on WPKYonline.com.
Hey guys, it's Brittany McGregor with Farmers Bank, and I want to fill you in on some things that you may not know about. Our drive-thru at our main office is open at 7:30 until 4:30, Monday through Thursday, and on Friday we're open till 6. We're always looking for ways to be more convenient for you, so if you're unable to catch us during our normal hours, don't worry. At our Highway 62 and Edible branches, you can make your deposits at the ATM and have access to your funds immediately. Stop by and see us at Farmers Bank and Trust Company, member FDIC. Deposits may not be available for immediate credit.
Howdy, folks. Right now, come into KFC and get a free chocolate cake with a 10-piece meal. It's free. It's free chocolate cake. How else can I say it? It's a whole chocolate cake that you don't pay any additional money for. See, that's the arrangement. I don't know how else to explain this. You buy a 10-piece bucket meal. I slide an actual chocolate cake made of real actual cake across the counter. You take it, and we both go our merry ways. So come on down to KFC. Get your free cake today. It's finger-licking good. Offer excludes 12-piece tender's meal, limited time only, participating locations.
Dear Santa, my papa doesn't hear me very well. When I tell him I love him, he can't hear me. It makes me so sad. Please, Santa, bring him some Audible hearing aids. Love, Emma.
It's so good to hear you say you love me.
Ho, 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 ho!
Best Christmas ever!
Call Audible today for your free hearing test.
There's no better time than now to hear better for Christmas.
Call Audible 270-554-1900.
Get into shape and feel good at Trilogy Performance Sports. Trilogy is a family-friendly environment that offers a wide range of classes to reach your fitness and well-being goals. Whether you're into yoga, gymnastics, sports training, team training, cardio, kickboxing, or weightlifting, Trilogy has something for the whole family. Family discounts available, and your first 2 weeks are free. Located in Princeton behind Cash Express. Be better than you used to be at Trilogy Performance Sports.
If this community is as important to you as it is to us, we invite you to join us weekdays for our WPKY local newscasts at 6:30, 7:30, noon, and 5. 20 newscasts a week means we're committed to keeping you informed on local events. You can also find news when you want it at WPKYonline.com. Thanks for listening to 1580, 103.3 WPKY.
James Bond Roofing has been servicing the residents of Caldwell County for 25 years and has seen many years of Tiger sports accomplishments. They would like to wish all of the Tiger sports teams good luck this season. However, there are a couple players out there they are a little more partial to. So here's a big James Bond Roofing shout out to their very own Tiger football players, Ben Holt and Carter Jackson. Go get them, boys, and go Tigers!
Employee pricing is back at Trice Hughes in Princeton. Almost every Chevrolet, Buick, GMC, Chrysler, Dodge, Jeep, and Ram has employee pricing for the entire month of December. That means you pay what we pay and not a cent more. An extra savings of between $1,000 to more than $2,000 on some models. Some trucks with as much as $14,000 off. Trice priced. Come see us before the sale ends. Trice wants your business, so give Trice a try. Trice Hughes, Highway 91 North in Princeton.
Back to the cab. We are at halftime here tonight. It's Caldwell County leading at the half, 35-32 over Hopkinsville. This is the Travis Construction and Concrete halftime show. Travis Construction and Concrete for all of your construction and concrete needs, as well as driveways, porches, foundations, basement walls, decorative concrete, remodels, and more. They do it all, Bob. I mean, I don't know what else you could add to the list. Travis Concrete, Construction and Concrete wishes the Tigers a successful year. And we are proud to have those guys on as our halftime sponsor this season. A good first half, Bob. Scrappy first half. Caldwell County looked like they were going to foul themselves out of the gym early on. They started to control that a little bit, picked up a few Hoptown turnovers, and now own a 35-32 lead here at the half. And it's time now for the Ackridge Farm Supply stats of the first half.
And the stats, as Dennis just mentioned, are being brought to you by Ackridge Farm Supply, Ace Hardware. They're a fourth-generation family business and has been providing high-quality goods and services to Western Kentucky farmers and homeowners since 1933. Now with stores in Fredonia and Eddyville to serve your needs. Good luck this year, Tiger and Lady Tigers, from Ackridge Farm Supply. Very interesting game, as Dennis has mentioned here. A real scrappy effort by the Tigers. Tigers leading here at halftime 35-32 over the Hopkinsville Tigers. A scrappy, real up and down first quarter. Caldwell County led 25-22 after one. And in the second quarter, both teams cut it down a little bit, each team scoring 10 points. Caldwell County still maintaining their three-point lead they had at the end of one. And again, now lead by 3 at halftime, 35-32. For the Tigers put 7 people in the scoring column here in the first half, led by Jamarius Blaine with 11 points. He has 3 two-point field goals, 1 three-point field goal, and 2 out of 3 from the charity stripe. 9 points for Caden Fralix, who came alive so far tonight in the game. Already bettered what his scoring performance was in the Lyon County game. He has 9 points, 3 two-point field goals, and 1 three-pointer. Missed his only free throw attempt for his 9 points. 6 points for Cole Smiley, 2 field goals of the 2-point variety, 2 out of 2 from the charity line. 3 points for TJ Ray on 3 out of 4 from the charity stripe. Big free throws coming from TJ in the second quarter. 2 points for Darius Riley on a field goal. 2 points from Trip Branch on a field goal. And 2 points from Jude East late in the second quarter for his 2 points. Total of 35 for the Tigers. The Tigers at the free throw line, 7 out of 12 tonight, and also with 8 turnovers. Hopkinsville with 8 turnovers as well. So it's been as good as the defensive effort has been by both teams. That's not a real high number of turnovers. So both teams are handling the ball, taking care of it, and after a little shaky start by the Tigers, the Caldwell County Tigers, to start the game, they've been able to handle the press pretty well effectively here in the ball game. For Hopkinsville, they're led here in the first half by Don Victor with 10 points, 3 two-point field goals, 1 three-pointer, and 1 out of 2 from the charity stripe for his 10. 9 points for Jamarcus Burks on 3 three-point field goals. 7 points for Arthur McKnight on a 2-point field goal, a 3-point field goal, 2 out of 2 from the charity stripe, and 2 points for Josh Deeds on a 2-point field goal. Total of 32 points for Hopkinsville. Hopkinsville 5 out of 6 from the free throw line. Hopkinsville committing 12 fouls here in the first half to Caldwell County's 6, and Caldwell County had those 6 early on. Had 5 within the first.
5 to 1 at one point.
Yes, exactly. 4 minutes remaining in the first quarter, we'd picked up our 5th one. So really credit to the Tigers for staying out of foul trouble. We have Darius Riley with 2 fouls and Trip Branch with 2 fouls. Hopkinsville has 1 player with 3 and 4 players with 2. So kind of interesting to see how the second half is going to turn around and break open. Hopkinsville probably committed 3 or 4 fouls of the cheap variety, if you will, and really putting the Tigers at the free throw line really helped us. Even though we didn't shoot a high percentage, we still scored 7 points from the free throw line, and that's anytime huge in a basketball game.
And I think I got caught up in that first half watching Blaine play such good defense and get the ball up and down the court, working against that zone. Didn't really realize he had 11 points. That's a good first half for Jamarius Blaine to be the leading scorer at the half with 11 points. And the key to that, I think, Trip Branch, who had 24 the other night against Lyon County, held to 2 in the first half, and you're still up 35-32 against a very good Hopkinsville team.
And that's the other factor. Tripp has had a couple wide open threes, maybe had a couple threes that he shot under a little duress and stress, but his shot will come.
Yeah, it'll be there before the night's up, you would imagine.
Exactly.
But I like the play of the Tigers. They've gotten after loose balls. They've rebounded the ball really well, giving up size on just about everything. The position is good, and that's exemplified pretty well by that one play of T.J. Ray's. He gave up at least 6-8 inches on the kid that he was blocking out, but got the good position on the block out. Kid pushed him in the back, and T.J. ended up at the free throw line because of it.
Good basketball IQ. T.J. always exhibits that. And before we start here, the third quarter, I want to remind us that the third quarter is being brought to you by Cozy Living Interiors and Boutique. It is next to the bowling alley here in Princeton. Beautiful furniture, baby furniture, gifts, and registry. Stop in and meet Jake, the store mascot. They're also the U-Haul dealer representative here in Princeton. Cozy Living, everything a home should be. And we're down to 10 seconds here in halftime. Not many timeouts in that first half, Dennis. So this game's moving right along on that. And Collier County will inbound it to start. Hopkinsville inbound it to start the third quarter. And for the call here in the third quarter, Tiger sportscaster Dennis Stevens.
Thank you, Bob. Just a reminder to the folks, early in the season, we'll be live streaming the home games on the road, just radio only. You can check us out on WPKY online and at 1580 103.3 for all of the road games. Hopkinsville, first possession of the second half. They work it around, top of the key, back and forth. Shot, three-pointer off the back of the rim, no good. Branch up high for the rebound. Hoptown in the first 24 seconds is going to pick up another foul.
I think, I don't know who they call that one on, Dennis.
Oh, there was a crowd down there. I know Tripp went up really high for that rebound. It's going to be on number 22. That's Burks.
It's his third.
So 2 players for Hoptown with 3 fouls. Caldwell avoids the turnover. Riley comes back up with it, gets it across half court, down to Smiley in the corner. Smiley over to Branch. Back out to Fralix, open 3, top of the key, good. Little Caesars, three-pointer, Caden Fralix. Purchase any qualifying pizza on the app, and you can score a free order of Crazy Bread using the promo code FREECB3C at checkout. Free Crazy Bread, doesn't get any better than that. Victor on the other end, free throw line high, good. Caldwell comes back the other way. Riley over to Blaine. Blaine on the wing, gets it back out to Branch, top of the key, underneath to Smiley. Smiley goes up, shot no good. Rebound comes down to Hopkinsville, goes out of bounds, knocked away, and it's going to be off the hands of Victor. Tigers will have it inbounds underneath their own basket. Just underway here in the third quarter. Pass goes into Fralix, back down low to Smiley. It's knocked away. Blaine comes up with it, back over to Smiley. Smiley wanted to give the open 3 over to Riley. Riley not ready for the pass, and it goes out of bounds.
I think he slipped, too, as he was trying to make a move to catch that ball, but it was a pretty good pass.
Had a little mustard
zip on it.
So turnover gives it back to Hopkinsville. Caldwell County is going to stay in that 2-3 zone. They've got Riley and Blaine at the top of it now. Riley's going to come out a little bit higher than maybe TJ or Jabrion did in the first half. Shot up, no good by Hoptown. Outlet pass comes out to Riley, over to Blaine. Blaine, left key, right key rather, into the corner to Fralix, off the side of the rim, no good. And it's Cabanis with the rebound for Hopkinsville. They quickly come back the other way, over to Victor. He's going to draw the foul. Shot good, and he's going to go to the line. Or did the shot?
No, I don't
think
the
shot didn't go in. No. I looked at the foul, and he gave the signal that the shot counts. Shot did not go in, so they're straightening this out.
And it should be.
Yeah, I think the scorer saw the same thing I did. He gave the signal that the basket counted. So they had to straighten that out.
Now they're going to count the basket.
I'll be honest, I did not see the basket. I was watching the contact and the referee when the whistle blew. Victor did make the shot, so he'll get a chance for the three-point play. And converts, 38-37, Caldwell County. Little sweat on the floor being mopped up on the sideline. Hopkinsville's going to come back with that press. And again, Caldwell County slips. Easy steal by Victor, walks in with the layup. And just like that, Hopkinsville back out in front now, 39-38. Pass tipped out of bounds by Hopkinsville. Branch was going to receive that on the sideline, knocked out of bounds. So Caldwell County will have it at inbounds right in front of the scorer's table. Darius Riley up and in, good. Weaved his way through the defense, able to put up an easy shot. We have to get some Darius some new Nikes, though. He's had trouble on the slides on that a little bit tonight. McKnight, long three, no good. Rebound up high for Cabanis, no good. Cabanis gets his own rebound, goes back up, and it's Smiley with the foul underneath, I think, is who they're going to get this on. Say it's going to be on the floor. So it'll be out of bounds for Hopkinsville. First foul on Smiley, second of the half on Caldwell County. Still a little confusion. Now we get it worked out. Hoptown inbounds, gets it out to Victor, over to McKnight, into the corner to Burks. Burks drives the lane, goes up for the shot, mid at the top. I thought it looked like a clean block by Blaine. They're going to call Jamarius with the foul, though, I think.
It looked 97% clean.
It looked like it had a lot of hand on the ball, had to be with the body. Second foul on Blaine. That'll put Jamarcus Burks at the line. Free throw good. Tied up at 40 with 5:22 left to go in the third quarter. Second one off the rim, no good. Victor went for the rebound. He's going to be fouled by Branch, and I think that's Tripp's third foul.
Tripp's just picked up his third one.
So this quarter starting out much like the first. 4 fouls quickly for Caldwell County. Inside, tipped away, steal comes up Caldwell County. Fralix gets it up to Blaine. Blaine puts a shot up on the layup, no good, but he'll draw the foul. Foul is going to be on McKnight. Bob, what do we have in that first half? 18 fouls? I think 12 and 6.
We had 12 and 6, 18 fouls combined.
Blaine converts the first of his 2. Caldwell back out in front, 41-40. Jabrion Spikes comes into the ball game, and Tripp Branch will take a seat with those 3 fouls. Second free throw, good. McKnight comes up for Hoptown, guarded by Spikes. Some contact along the side. Foul's going to go against Hopkinsville.
Against 20,
I think
that's
that's
Don
Victor.
Victor. That's his third.
Kids on the bench may see a little action if the whistles keep blowing at this rate, Bob. Still over 5 minutes left to go in the third quarter. Caldwell gets it in to Spikes. Spikes takes it to the hole, up, no good. Rebound comes down to Blaine. Blaine out to Smiley. Smiley hands back off to Jamarius. He'll come out front, working one-on-one, man-to-man. Into the corner to Spikes. Spikes drives the baseline, shot up and in. Jabrion Spikes with the bucket. 4-point lead for the Tigers. McKnight out front. Caldwell County settles into that 2-3 zone. They found some pretty good success with that tonight. Victor in the lane to Burks. Burks kicks it back out to Victor. Top of the key. Turns down the long three. Gets it over to McKnight. Into the corner to Burks. Burks travels. Tried to put a little stutter step move on Fralix. Started at about 3 steps and got called for the travel.
3 turnovers so far here in the third quarter for Hopkinsville, 2 for Caldwell.
Fralix, long inbounds pass over to Smiley. Smiley turns it back over to Blaine. Blaine wanted to go baseline to Fralix. Tipped out of bounds by Hopkinsville. It'll stay Caldwell County basketball. Fralix to inbound, gets it to Smiley. Smiley has it knocked away, steal by Hopkinsville. Outlet pass to McKnight, got away with a walk. This one's tipped and goes out of bounds. It's off of Adarius Riley, so it'll stay Hopkinsville basketball. 4:09 left to go in the third quarter. Caldwell leads this one 44-40. Inbounds into the backcourt to McKnight. Swing over to Victor. Long three, no good. Ball still loose on the floor. Hoptown dives for it. Slides out of bounds. Cabinets with some good hustle, but his momentum carried him across the sideline. Caldwell gets it into Spikes. Spikes dribbles against the press. Hands it off to Blaine. Back over to Spikes. Spikes into the corner to Riley. Riley drives into the lane. Out to Smiley. Baseline 10-footer, no good. Blaine with a nice rebound. Gets it out to Spikes. Back to Blaine. Blaine dribbles across the free throw line. Hit on the arm, no call. Gets it over to Riley. Riley drives the lane from the top of the key. Shot up. And they're going to call him with a charge. Second time tonight. Tough call. You're right, Bob.
Call.
Looked like he put the jump stop on it, put it off the board well.
And he was pretty well deep under that basket as well.
Third foul on Adarius Riley. So he and Branch both saddled with 3 at this point for Caldwell County, as we're down under 3.5 to go in the third. McKnight guarded by Spikes. In the corner to Victor. To Cabinets, kicks it way out. It's number 23, Thompson. Hoptown back to Victor in the corner. Shot no good. Rebound, Fralix. Fralix working against the double team. Puts it over to Jabrion Spikes. Comes across half court. And he carries the ball. Gets called right in front of the Tiger bench. Turnover Caldwell County. Just let the game get a little bit faster than he was on that one. Turnover for Jabrion. And
that was a quick cut without the basketball.
Yeah, we can't give him the award on the turnover. I don't think.
We can't.
2-3 zone by the Tigers. Thompson with it on the wing. He'll launch 3. No good. Smiley had great position. I was wondering if a whistle was going to be called. There were 2 orange jerseys over his back.
It's got to be against Hopkinsville, yes. And it's Victor's 4th foul.
Victor's 4th foul. That's a big one. 2:36 left to go in the third, and look for Don Victor to get the rest. 2:36 of that. TJ Ray into the ball game. Adarius Riley comes out. Coach K trying to protect those kids with the 3 fouls. Fralix gets it into Spikes, back over to Fralix. Over to Blaine, into the corner to Smiley. Bob, this is probably the smallest lineup Caldwell County can put on the floor, aside from Cole Smiley. Spikes works near the top of the key, gets it over to Fralix. Fralix goes down the lane, throws it up,
Whoa.
and they call him for steps. May have to watch the YouTube replay on that one. Didn't agree with that one, but they're paying us to talk, not referee, I guess. So.
Well, I'd like to do both.
Well, we try to help them all we can. Yeah.
Sometimes they need some help.
Thompson comes in, puts shot up, no good. Jabrion Spikes big on the rebound. Gets it out to Fralix, back to Spikes. Pressure on Caldwell County. Full court, they break it. Get it up to Blaine. Blaine bumped on the drive, pulls up from 10, good. Blaine gives Caldwell County their biggest lead of the night, 46-40. Timeout called on the floor, and it's a full one, so we'll take a timeout. You're listening to Tiger Basketball on 1580, 103.3 WPKY.
Caldwell County sports coverage is brought to you in part by Cozy Living Interior and Boutique, Lawn Cutters Equipment LLC, Big John's Barbecue, Brantley Furniture, Bella Marie Boutique, Western Kentucky Regional Blood Center, Fredonia Valley Bank, Great Wall of China, and by Farless Realty. Caldwell County Sports on 1580, 103.3 WPKY, worldwide at WPKYonline.com, and on your free WPKY app.
And we're back here at the CAB building. The score here is 46-40. The scoreboard view here is being brought to you by Goodman Funeral Home. Like the name on the scoreboard, when you give some of the scores, they're new to Princeton but have years of experience. Beautiful yet very, very affordable funeral and memorial services. So the score again here with 1 minute 44 seconds to play in the third quarter. Caldwell County 46, Hopkinsville 40.
Biggest lead of the night for Caldwell County as both teams try to find their first win of the season.
And both teams now breaking the huddle, and Hopkinsville, after that nice jump shot by Jamarius Blaine, will inbound it, come the full length of the court. And for the call here is Tiger sportscaster Dennis Stevens.
Thank you, Bob. And I'll say I think Caldwell County has got the best coaching staff, top to bottom, of anybody around, and only enhanced recently by Mr. Eli Pepper down on the bench.
They definitely are well coached. They've got some good heady basketball coaches on that sideline, and Coach K has really improved tremendously over the last several years.
Caldwell County puts the 2-3 zone on Hoptown. Hoptown has Cabinets trapped on the baseline. Steal by Fralix, and a nice behind-the-back pass back inbounds to Ray. Ray gets it over to Spikes, and a blocking foul called on Cabinets.
His fourth.
The troops may get a little thin by the time the fourth quarter ends. Bob, that's a lot of kids with 3 or 4 fouls.
Especially if they have to play catch-up and start fouling us in the fourth quarter.
Yeah, that's a good point. Right now, Caldwell County with the 6-point lead, and Spikes will go to the line for 2. 4 fouls on Kensington Cabinets. Oh, they're going to say it was on the floor. So Fralix will inbounds instead. Gets it out to Smiley. Smiley back underneath the Fralix. A bullet pass. Fralix has his shot blocked. Hoptown quickly the other way. Patterson to McKnight. McKnight's going to pull it back out. Over to Smith. Off the front of the rim. No good. Spikes with the rebound. Into the corner to Blaine. Back out to Spikes. Caldwell's done a good job tonight. And that foul is going to be on Cole Smiley. They're going to say got the elbow trying to get position in the lane.
Caldwell County's 6th foul here in the second half. Caldwell County now into a little bit of a press.
2-2-1 zone pressure for Caldwell County. Hoptown breaks it. They get up to Patterson. Over to Burks, long three, no good. Big rebound by Jamarius Blaine. Goes up high for it. He's going to bring it up court himself, into the corner to Ray. Ray looks it over, back out to Blaine. 17 seconds left on the clock. Caldwell County Coach K wants to play for the last shot. Blaine pulls it back out, goes right side. Whistle blows and a foul on the floor. This time I think it's going to be on number 42, Deeds, against Smiley. Both teams in the bonus now after that one. Caldwell County will take this one out, but 6 apiece on the two squads. From here on out, it's free throws the rest of the night. Smiley over to Blaine. 5 seconds left. Blaine gets it to Fralix. Fralix pulls up. Three-pointer off the front of the rim, no good. After 3 quarters of play, Caldwell County extends its lead. It's Caldwell 46, Hopkinsville 40. We'll be back for fourth quarter action in 30 seconds. You're listening to Tiger Basketball on 1580, 103.3 WPKY.
As a community-owned enterprise, the Princeton Electric Plant Board provides services to the people in the Princeton area. One of the services they provide is to make sure the lights are on over our fields and courts for the Caldwell County Tigers. From everyone at the Princeton Electric Plant Board, good luck to all of the Caldwell County Tigers and hopes for a safe season. And a big electric roar to their Tigers, Tate Van Hooser, Addie Vinson, Kendra Winters, and Lily Horde.
And welcome back here in the Cav at the end of 3 quarters of play. Caldwell County with a 46-40 lead over the Hopkinsville Tigers. Caldwell County outscoring Hopkinsville in that third quarter 11-8. Hopkinsville with 5 3-pointers tonight. Caldwell County with 3 3-pointers. Again, foul trouble may be looming here. Remind you the fourth quarter is being brought to you by Cozy Living Interiors and Boutique, located next to the bowling alley. Stop in and see Pam, all the Christmas deals that she's got. Your local U-Haul dealer here in Princeton, Cozy Living, everything a home should be. And Caldwell County to inbound it to start the fourth quarter. And for the call here is Tiger sportscaster Dennis Stevens.
Thank you, Bob. T.J. Ray will put it in play for the Tigers. Gets it in to Blaine. Blaine up to Spikes. Back over to Ray. Into the corner to Fralix. Drives the lane. Dishes off to Smiley. Smiley goes up for the shot. Misses, but he's going to go to the free throw line. Took a lot of contact on that one. Smiley, big kid, it takes a lot of contact to knock him off of a little short shot like that, so he'll get a couple of Goodwin Insurance free throws.
Jamarcus Burks foul on him, his 4th foul of the evening.
Several Hopkinsville players with 4 fouls right now. Smiley's first shot, good. Rob, I didn't mention, I meant to bring this up in the pregame. Hopkinsville in the Your Sports Edge Super 7 preseason at number 7. Free throw good by Smiley, 48-40, Caldwell County. Caldwell brings the 2-2-1 zone trap. Hoptown breaks it, has trouble down in the corner. Patterson regains possession. Back out to McKnight. McKnight guarded by Ray. Caldwell in the 2-3 zone. Fralix has to come out high as Ray picked off now. Fralix back to the corner. Open is McKnight. Got away with a walk in back. Going inside. Now they're going to call a foul on Caldwell County against McKnight.
I think maybe TJ hit his arm as he was coming in, but he wasn't shooting the ball.
He's in the bonus, so it'll be a 1-and-1. See what McKnight did, if I can look that up real quick. Misses.
Well, they're going to calling it an act of shooting. He's missed the first free throw.
Wow, I thought he was trying to pass across the lane.
Oh, yes, he was not shooting the ball.
McKnight 1 out of 1 in their loss against Kenwood on Tuesday night. Misses the first, second one up, rolls off. TJ Ray with some surprising hops on that one, comes up with the rebound. Fralix pulls up his dribbles, got to get rid of it, gets it to Spikes. Spikes near midcourt, left side. Works against Burks. Gets it over to Blaine. Blaine drives over to TJ Ray, baseline. Ray tried to dish it back out to Spikes, picked off by Hopkinsville. McKnight comes up the court with it. A minute gone in the fourth. Inside, sky hook by Cabinus is good. (48-42), Caldwell County. Three-pointer from the corner, Spikes, no good. Rebound, Cabinus, back tip by Spikes. Fralick saves it from going off the end line, gets it back up to Blaine. Blaine drives the lane, kicks it to the corner. Back out front to TJ Ray. Over to Spikes. And timeout, as I think Spikes may have gotten hit on the shin or may have a cramp in the calf. I think that's what it is, cramping up a little bit. He played a lot of minutes in that JV game that Caldwell County won earlier tonight. Ball loose underneath. Battle on the floor as Smiley goes down with Cabinus. Foul is going to be called. Was it on number 3?
I'm not sure.
I don't know where that foul came from. It is on McKnight, though. Fralix comes out of the ball game, and Riley checks back in. Smiley will go to the line for 1-and-1. In and out, no good. Ball tipped around, picked up by Burks of Hopkinsville. Hands it over to McKnight. Caldwell settles back into the 2-3. Branch back into the ball game also for Caldwell County. A walk. Burks wanted to pass, changed his mind, but drug that pivot foot. Turnover Hopkinsville. Tigers still with the 6-point lead. They've led by as many as 8. TJ Ray to inbound. Gets it over to Smiley. Smiley drops it off to Blaine. Blaine back out to Smiley at the free throw line to Riley. Riley, top of the key, works against Burks. Gets it over to Blaine. Blaine drives on McKnight. Shot up, no good. Ball loose.
Whoa.
And a cheap foul called on Caldwell County. Well, I don't understand that one. Both players going for the ball. The ball not in possession of anybody.
Yeah, that's a 50-50 ball.
Yeah, and then the ball was actually rolling down the back of Cabinus. Branch went to get it.
I disagree with that call.
This is a night I'm sure Tripp Branch would just as soon put behind him as soon as this one's done. 4 fouls on Tripp, and Cabinus goes to the line. First one good. Cabinus with a chance to cut Caldwell's 8-point lead down to 4. Second shot, no good. Rebound, Victor. Victor goes up, misses the shot on the rebound, but he's fouled on the play.
I'm not sure who they got that on.
Probably Smiley, if I had to guess.
It's
but
either
I'm not
Cole
sure.
or Tripp. It was Cole.
It is on Smiley. That's his third. Victor's free throw, no good. As we said, Victor just barely over 50% and went to the line a lot against Kenwood, 9 out of 17. Second shot, good. 48, 44, 5:45 left to go in the ball game. Caldwell gets it into Blaine. Tigers have numbers. Blaine's going to pull it back out. And Hopkinsville's going to get called for the foul. That's Burks.
That's his 5th.
And Bob, is questionable as some of them have gone against us. That one you have to feel for Mr. Burks a little bit. Looked like pretty good defense, but
again, it looked like a 50-50 type thing, although I think we were more in possession of that ball than the one Tripp got called on.
I didn't see a lot of contact, but we'll take it because the kid was wearing us out in the first quarter with threes.
Now he gets the rest.
So that's going to send Blaine to the line for Caldwell County as Smith checks back in for Hopkinsville. Burke's done for the evening. Free throw up, good. Bob, we've got over 5.5 minutes left in this ball game. Both teams will be shooting 2 from here on out. Second free throw, good. Hoptown inbounds, gets it to McKnight. Over to Victor, down on the baseline to Smith. Back out to Victor. Victor wants to drive top of the key, kicks it over to McKnight. Good recovery by Fralix into the corner of Smith. 3, no good. Cabanis with the rebound in the lane, up and in, and a quick timeout by Hopkinsville. We'll see if this is a full or a 30. 50-46. Caldwell County leads this one. It is a 30. We'll keep it here, John. Timeouts brought to you this season by Russo Law. Russo Law is located in downtown Princeton and ready to serve all of your legal needs. Bob, looking ahead a little bit on the schedule, we'll be right back at this table tomorrow night as the Caldwell County Lady Tigers will be in action, taking on a very good Christian County team. Caldwell County looked pretty impressive in Coach Chuck Mitchell's debut.
And I think we're going to definitely see running up and down the floor tomorrow night. It's going to be a track meet.
A lot of good defense on both squads. So come out tomorrow night to the cab. That one tips off varsity at 7:30. We'll be on the air about 7:10. And then Saturday, it's the 6th District, 7th District showdown. We'll be at Bob's favorite place, Morton's Gap, for a doubleheader starting at 4:15 with the girls, boys at 6.
I may go over Friday night after the game so I can spend the weekend over there, Dennis.
You got a villa over there, don't you?
Well, I may sell it, though.
Timeout on the floor, 30-second timeout. We'll keep it right here, tell you some more about that, the schedule for Saturday. Joking around a little bit about Morton's Gap. It seems like we are over there a lot more than twice a year.
It does. It seems like the district is there. The 7th District Challenge is there. The home game for Hopkins Central against us is there.
Well, we'll be over there on Saturday taking on Webster County. Girls action at 4:15. Boys scheduled for 6 o'clock. So we'll go on the air somewhere around 4 o'clock, depending on the schedule of the other teams. It's more of a tournament type setting over there on Saturday. So short drive over to Morton's Gap. Come on out and support the Tigers and Lady Tigers on Saturday as we jump in and get 6 games under our belt in the first week here of the season. Referee threw the ball to Blaine. Blaine not really looking for it. They stop, set it up again. Caldwell gets it into Smiley. Over to Riley in the left corner. Ticking down to 5 minutes left to go in the ball game. And Caldwell County is going to get called for the travel. And Riley picked up his pivot foot to make the pass.
7 turnovers for the Tigers here in the second half. Only 6 for Hopkinsville.
McKnight brings it up. Caldwell County is going to stay in that 2-3 zone. They've looked pretty good in it most of the night. And now Hopkinsville steps on the sideline. That was Victor with a mental error. And turnover gives it back to Caldwell County.
I think with about 3 minutes to go, we'll probably see Tripp re-enter the game. And we need his free throw shooting ability in there.
Absolutely. Fralix gets it in. Over to Ray. Ray's going to get called for the push off down the lane. Not a big arm, but he put it to use. He's going to get called for the foul.
He definitely was exercising a stiff arm.
Yeah, he did kind of push off on that one. So kind of a spurt of giveaway here for both squads. Hoptown's going to try their luck coming back with it. They get it to Victor on the right wing. Down to Cabanis in the corner, and he steps on the line. They didn't move the high school line out like they did college. There's plenty of room down there. But Hoptown really having trouble on that sideline. Caldwell gets it back in, and it's Blaine. Gets across half court. He's going to pull it back out, guarded by Patterson. Blaine working around, screens Riley to the left wing. Instead tries to go into Smiley. That one's knocked away. Turnover, 3-on-1. Hoptown, Cabinets up and in. 50-48. Been a while since Caldwell County has scored. Down underneath the Smiley, up and in. Good look from Fralix on the assist.
Great
position
pass
by Cole Smiley.
A great look from Caden.
Back out to a 4-point lead for the Tigers. Neither team has led double digits tonight. Caldwell led with the biggest lead of the night by 8. McKnight out front. Caldwell in the zone. Foul down low. And this one, we'll see if this goes on Victor. It's going to go on Patterson. His first. Timeout called on the floor. It's a full timeout, so we'll take a timeout along with them. 52-48, Caldwell County leads this one with 3:42 to go. You can follow Tiger and Lady Tiger sports all season on yoursportsedge.com.
Let's face it, we all perspire, and Farmers Dry Cleaners knows what we need. We need our clothes clean. We need them clean now. Farmers Dry Cleaners opens at 6:30 on weekdays. I drop mine off on the way to work. But if I'm running late, they stay open until 6 p.m. so I can just run them by after work too. They always have them ready within 24 hours. Just remember they're closed on the weekends. Farmers Dry Cleaners knows what's important, making me look good. Because if I don't look good, they don't look good.
And welcome back to the Cab. 3 minutes, 42 seconds remaining in the fourth quarter here. Caldwell County leading 52-48. Caldwell County will be in possession of the basketball when play resumes. 4-point lead for the Tigers. Maintaining, as Dennis pointed out a while ago, we got up by 8, the longest lead of the night by either team. Caldwell County trying to stretch that 4-point lead out to a 6-point lead.
Bob, both teams shooting 2 free throws the rest of the way. A lot of fouls in this ball game. Hopkinsville with the only player to foul out so far. Caldwell gets it into Blaine. Blaine against man pressure. Gets it across half court, guarded by Patterson. Blaine over to Spikes. Spikes drives it in the lane. He's going to pull it back out. Kind of opened up for him before he saw it. Now he's back out front. Guarded by Smith. Hands off to Riley. Little weave action out front. Dump down to Smiley. Smiley shot up, no good. And Hoptown with the rebound. Victor comes down, gets it over to Smith. 3-pointer for Smith is good. And it's a 1-point ball game. Caldwell County gets it into Spikes, up to Smiley. Smiley to Fralix. Fralix down the lane, up, and no good on the layup. Ball tipped away. And they're going to call Caden with the contact. Almost a great hustle play by Fralix. He hustled back up, did get a lot of ball, but they're going to say he got a little bit of the arm of Patterson. So Patterson will go to the line for 2 free throws.
First time at the line tonight.
Shot up, rattles and goes. Knotted up at 52. A 12-4 run by Hopkinsville has us tied back up. Second shot by Patterson. Off the back of the rim, no good. Ball loose. It's going to be a tie-up between Patterson and Smiley. Jump ball, possession arrow is going to stay with Hopkinsville. It's going to be Rudd to put it in play for Hoptown. Underneath, up and in. Bank shot by Cabinets. Hoptown with the lead. And a charge is going to be called on Jamarius Blaine.
And that's 5 on Jamarius. I think.
Showing his third. On the books. Hoptown comes up the court with their first lead in a while, 54-52, 2.5 to go in the ball game. Caldwell led 48-40. Kind of hit a lull on the offensive end, paired with a few turnovers, and Hoptown has found their way back out in front. Thompson hands it back off to McKnight. Over to Victor. Switch off, gives him 2 spikes. Caldwell County is going hand to
double
man.
dribble.
And timeout's called by Hopkinsville. Yeah, you're right, Bob. They got away with a timeout right at the same time Hoptown called the timeout. Full timeout. We'll take a quick break and be right back. You're listening to Tiger Basketball on 1580, 103.3 WPKY.
Feel good at Trilogy Performance Sports. Trilogy is a family-friendly environment that offers a wide range of classes to reach your fitness and well-being goals. Whether you're into yoga, gymnastics, sports training, team training, cardio, kickboxing, or weightlifting, Trilogy has something for the whole family. Family discounts available, and your first 2 weeks are free. Located in Princeton behind Cash Express. Be better than you used to be at Trilogy Performance Sports.
And welcome back to the Cab. 2 minutes and 1 second to play here in the fourth quarter. Hopkinsville now leading 54-52, just having taken that lead just a few seconds ago. First lead in the second half for Hopkinsville.
Bob, we got a coach on the bench, and Dustin Cash, it always is a sharp dresser, but you should have come in and paid the price of admission tonight to check out the gold shoes, the gold slippers. They are an eye catcher.
I don't know that I could wear a pair of shoes like that, Dennis.
What if he'll pair that with the blue pants that he wears from time to time?
That and the gold pants that he's got.
Oh, yeah? You got some of those?
Hopkinsville will inbound the ball here, and for the final 2 minutes and 1 second, Tiger sportscaster Dennis Stevens.
Thank you, Bob. This one coming down to the wire at the Cab. Hoptown puts it in play, gets it out to McKnight. He'll bring it across court against Jabrion Spikes. McKnight looks around, wanted the curl screen to Cabiness, didn't get it, pulls it back out front.
Tigers are in a man-to-man defense.
They spent the majority of the night in a zone, and a carry by McKnight, turnover Hoptown. Caldwell County will take it out. Hoptown again with the full court pressure. Get it into Blaine. Blaine over to Fralix. Fralix spin moves across midcourt. Back over to Blaine. Blaine working against man-to-man pressure. Tries to go to Spikes. Off the fingertips of Spikes, out of bounds. Another turnover for Caldwell County.
Caldwell County's ninth here in the second half, coming at an inopportune time.
Caldwell really having trouble just converting anything offensively. I don't know the exact minutes, but it's been a while with just 4 points in the last several minutes. Hoptown back the other way. Rudd with the ball, gets it over to McKnight. And McKnight travels with it. Good defense by Jabrion Spikes.
One too many pivot feet.
So Caldwell County will try to do something with it. 1:06 left to either tie or take a 1 point lead. Caldwell gets it in to Riley, and Riley gets some contact from McKnight. So Riley will go to the free throw line with a chance to tie this one up. Only 1 second off the clock. First free throw, good. Goodwin Insurance free throw. Darius Riley pulls Caldwell within one. Goodwin Insurance is your locally owned independent insurance agency.
Nothing but net on that one.
Second one rattles, pops out. Victor with the rebound for Hopkinsville. 1 point ball game as we go under a minute to play here at the Cab. McKnight across midcourt. Spikes picks him up. Caldwell tries to go for the double team out front. Timeout called quickly by Hopkinsville. Hoptown coaches saw that one coming. See if it's a full or a 30. And it's a full. We'll take a 30-second timeout with them and be right back. You're listening to Tiger Basketball on 1580, 103.3 WPKY.
Season of Giving is a tradition that grows each year. To date, $85,000 has gone to local and area nonprofit organizations. Purchase items from any branch, and the proceeds will go to that Season of Giving nonprofit agency supported by that branch. Visit Planters Bank Facebook page for more details. Stop by, do some Christmas shopping, and support local and area charities through Planters Bank's Season of Giving.
And welcome back to the Cab. 48.6 seconds remaining to be played here in the game, and we'll pause right now 10 seconds for station identification. This is WPKY FM, Princeton, Kentucky. Caldwell County now finding themselves only down by 1 right now, but Hopkinsville in possession of the basketball. Both teams still on the bench. Both teams in the double bonus situation. Caldwell County now returning to the floor, and for the final call here in the final 48.6 seconds is Tiger sportscaster Dennis Stevens.
And on the floor for Caldwell County out of the timeout is Spikes, Blaine, Riley, Fralix, and Smiley. Hoptown's Patterson to put it in play. Gets it over to McKnight. Let's see what Hoptown drew up out of the timeout. Spikes on McKnight. McKnight pulls his dribble up, gets it over to number 23, Thompson. Back to McKnight. Looks like Hoptown just wants to dribble it out and take their chance at the free throw line. Hoptown again with another timeout. 30-second timeout. We'll keep it right here, Bob.
And again,
coming down to the wire.
Hopkinsville not looking to score. Dennis,
it
you're
looked like
right.
they were just trying to run around until Caldwell fouled them, but you're
and I'm not so sure that I would want to risk the game, winning the game at the free throw line. I'm sure that we know maybe who their not good shooters are. But Victor has missed he's missed a couple tonight. Burks has missed one. Patterson, the kid that just came in, is 1 out of 2. Too early in the season to kind of figure out who the worst free throw or bad free throw shooters are.
Neither team's really been able to hold a 25-second possession.
And we're definitely in a suffocating man-to-man defense.
Patterson to put it back in play for Hopkinsville. Gets it into McKnight in the backcourt. Guarded closely by Spikes. 20 seconds to go. McKnight across midcourt, right wing. Fralix comes up, wanted to put the double team on, went for the steal. And they're going to get Caden with the foul. That'll send McKnight to the line.
And again, still a one-possession basketball game. Even if he makes both of his free throws, he's 2 for 4 tonight.
Like deja vu all over again.
Yes.
Chance for Caldwell to be down 3 late in the game. Free throw good. Second free throw coming up for McKnight. This one's good. Checking into the ball game is going to be Trip Branch as Smiley comes out. Get Branch's three-point shooting into the ball game. Bob, we were here just 48 hours ago. Caldwell down by 3. Last possession. Fralix. Over to Blaine, top of the key. Blaine looks. Fralix, 3 from the corner. Good! Little Caesars three-pointer at the buzzer. And we are going to overtime. Great job by the point guard play of Jamarius Blaine on that one. Knew how much time he had. Fralix rolled off the screen, went down to the corner, and nailed the three-pointer to send this one to overtime.
Great shot by Caden, and did not rush that shot at all, Dennis. That was and great guard play on that particular play. Now we're going to get Cole Smiley back into the game. I'm sure Tripp will come out, and but he was the other option on that particular play.
So we'll reset the scoreboard here going into overtime. Scoreboard looks brought to you by Goodman Funeral Home. They're new to Princeton, but they have years of experience. Beautiful yet very, very affordable funeral and memorial services.
And I guess we'll have to make sure that this overtime is going to be brought to you by Cozy Living Interiors and Boutique.
Really. It's another quarter.
Again,
or half of one.
Again, they're located out near the bowling alley in Princeton. Stop in and see Pam. Christmas season is in full swing. Lots of bargains, lots of deals. So stop in and take advantage of them. Cozy Living, everything a home should be.
4 minutes on the clock. We're tied at 56. Both teams stay in the double bonus all the way through overtime. Fun one here at the Cab. We always said we like these close games, especially when we don't have a kid playing. you kind of do on one. We'll give you you have more than I do on this one. Jump ball situation, Smiley in the circle. Hoptown controls the tip over to Victor. They're going to re-jump it, I think.
I believe it was thrown to the Hopkinsville player side. I think that's what it does.
Some discussion out at midcourt.
Trying to get the 20 seconds down to 4.
There we go.
There we go. Or we could start at 20 and stop it at 16.
And this time controlled by Caldwell County. Blaine has it inside the free throw line, back out to Fralix. Fralix guarded by McKnight. Fralix spin move, crossover move, gives it back up to Blaine. Blaine pressured by Patterson all the way out at the midcourt circle. Patterson to Smiley. Pass into the corner is knocked away.
Turnover, Caldwell County.
I think they're going to call the foul on Fralix.
And that may be...
That's his fifth, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah.
So the highs and the lows for Caden Fralix. 20 seconds ago, he hit the game-tying three-pointer from the corner.
In this kind of game, Dennis, you can't make a 20-foot pass with the defensive pressure exhibited by both sides tonight. That was an ill-advised pass and was only headed for destruction, if you will.
That'll bring Trip Branch back into the ball game, and Branch is going to come in with 4 fouls. Caldwell County with a very thin bench. You've only got 3 substitutes now that you can go to. Ray, East, and Riley. So at the line is going to be McKnight.
He hit his last 2 to put them out by 3.
First one good. Not a lot of rotation, but he hasn't drawn any iron yet.
Doesn't appear to be too nervous with that shot.
This one good. 2-point lead for Hopkinsville. Caldwell gets it into Blaine. Somebody's got to go get the ball. Hoptown steals it away as they try to go cross court to Jabrion Spikes. McKnight read that one all the way. He came up with the steal. In the hands of Thompson. Thompson guarded closely by Blaine. I like that pressure from Blaine. Riley now on McKnight. McKnight goes up for the shot. No good. Bumped in the air. We'll see if that goes on Blaine or if it goes on Smiley. I think they call that one on Cole.
Cole's
foul
fourth.
on Smiley.
All here in the second half.
2 shots coming up for McKnight. That's one kid you really don't want at the line.
He's hit his last 4. Make it his last 5.
And they've all been nothing but net, all 5.
Hopkinsville out to a 3-point lead right now. 3:18 to play in overtime.
Second shot rolls, draws iron, but still falls. 4-point lead for Hopkinsville. 3:18 to go in the ball game, or in the first overtime, we'll put it. Spikes over to Blaine, back to Spikes. Spikes has it knocked away, gets it over to Blaine. And it's going to be a travel called on Javarius, trying to hurry up and get across the timeline. Things starting to unravel for Caldwell County a little bit here in the opening minute of the overtime. So Thompson will inbound for Hoptown. They get it into McKnight. McKnight pulls it out, guarded by Blaine. And you think Hopkinsville's trying to keep it in the hands of McKnight just a little bit, it appears.
Well, I think I would be doing the same thing, and that's
it's smooth at the free throw line, that's for sure.
Jamarius' fourth foul. 6 out of 6 going so far for the young man. Make it 7 out of 7.
3:02 left in the overtime. Caldwell yet to score in the overtime. Second one good. 6-point lead for Hoptown. We get it into Blaine. Blaine back over to Spikes. To Blaine. Blaine on the side. Back to Spikes in the middle. Spikes gets across half court to Riley. Riley down low to Smiley. Up. No good. Tip in by Trip Branch. Caldwell's first points of the overtime, 62-58.
Big basket by Tripp then.
Thompson out front for Hopkinsville. Tries to go to the sideline, knocked out of bounds by Trip Branch. Stays Hoptown ball. It was Rudd out of the ball game instead of Thompson. Victor gets it into Patterson. Patterson drives, dumps it off to Cabanis. Cabanis is fouled by Blaine.
That's 5
I think that's 5 on Blaine, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yep. Horn sounds. Tough loss in an overtime for Caldwell County with Blaine because he has played an exceptional game at the point tonight. That'll bring TJ Ray off the bench. .227 left in overtime. Hoptown will go to the free throw line with a 4-point lead. They'll send Cabanis to the line.
And he is 1 out of 1 so far tonight.
We need somebody 0 out of 5 get fouled here. Don't let they have any. Cabanis.
Hopkinsville has shot the ball well at the free throw line tonight.
First one up, off the side of the rim, no good. Rudd back into the ball game for Hopkinsville.
And the way that ball came off the rim, Hopkinsville would have probably rebounded that ball.
It was a pretty poor free throw. Cabanis with his second try. This one no good. Tipped out of bounds by Patterson.
So he may be the one we need to be looking for if we need to foul somebody.
If you have to intentionally foul, he might be the guy. TJ Ray with the ball, gets it back to Darius Riley. Up to Spikes. Spikes dribbles it in. Trip Branch for 3 from the corner, no good. Rebound Cabanis. Cabanis quickly to Rudd. Rudd down to Patterson. Patterson drives, puts it up, no good. Missed the bunny. Branch with the rebound down to Riley. Riley up and no good. Hoptown's going to get called. Cabanis is going to get called for the foul on the block.
And that's his 5th. Should be his 5th.
Yeah, there hit goes. So the teams will go to the sideline. Pretty much a foul out is like an extra timeout, so both teams will utilize that.
And both teams have lost 2 players so far tonight.
Coach K coaching the kids up. 2:05 left to go in the first overtime, 62-58. Hoptown with the lead, but Darius Riley, I think it was, will be at the line for 2. Both teams back out on the court. Branch, Smiley, Riley, Spikes, and TJ Ray in the ball game for Caldwell County. Riley at the free throw line. First one, no good. Second shot. up and good. One possession ball game with 2:05 to go. McKnight has it. Pulls up his dribble in the backcourt, gets it to Rudd. Rudd drives, pulls up from 10 feet. No good. Smiley with the rebound. TJ Ray brings it up the court, gets it over to Jabrion Spikes. Spikes up, no good on the shot. Outlet bounces all the way out. Victor's going to walk this one in. 2 points, easiest 2 points of the overtime for Don Victor. Ray has it deflected out front by McKnight. TJ hustles back, does knock the ball away. It's going to be a jump ball situation. Ray made a bad pass, but he made up for it with great hustle, getting back, knocking that layup away down low, and then getting the jump ball. Possession arrow, though, stays with Hopkinsville. Smith gets it into Rudd, over to McKnight. Spikes on him. The one kid you don't want to foul, and Spikes has to. Minute 20. And Arthur McKnight will go to the free throw line for Hopkinsville.
He's got to miss sometime, Dennis. He's hit his last 8 free throws have gone down.
There it is. Good call, Bob. Do you see another one in his future right here?
If I saw that one, he's probably thinking about it right now. What did I do wrong on that one?
Second shot, good. 6-point lead for Hopkinsville. Uptown a little bit of pressure, but more token at this point. Riley has the ball, gets it over to Spikes. Minute 12. Spikes dribbles on the right side. Gets a screen from Smiley. Tries to take it to Smiley. Over to Branch. Branch pulls up from 12. Off the side of the rim, no good. Rebound, Victor. And Victor covered that one up like it was made out of gold after he got it.
I think Adarius, yes, just picked up his 4th.
That'll send Don Victor to the line for Hopkinsville as we are under a minute to go in overtime. Uptown looking to seal this one away at the free throw stripe. First one up and good. Second one coming up. Victor's shot, good. Victor, one of the rare players that really doesn't toe the line. A little bit of space in between. 8-point lead, not a lot of time. Caldwell County's got to get something and get something quick. Riley drives the lane. 3, kicked out for Smiley. Bounces around, no good. Branch with the rebound up and in. Trip Branch with the putback, and Caldwell County with a quick timeout. Timeout is called by the Tiger bench. Full timeout. We'll take a little break and be right back in overtime. Caldwell trails by 6. This is Tiger basketball on 1580, 103.3 WPKY.
Have you applied for Social Security disability benefits and been denied? Attorney Matt Schock in Princeton, Kentucky is ready to take on the Social Security Administration for you. Call him at 270-365-MATT. That's 270-365-MATT. With years of experience, he'll fight for your rights. He only gets paid if you get paid. Attorney Matt Schock is currently taking new Social Security cases. So call him now at 270-365-MATT. That's 270-365-MATT.
And welcome back to the Cab building. 41.9 seconds to play here. Trent Branch just want to follow up, cut the Hopkinsville lead down to 6, 67-61. Hopkinsville will inbound it and bring it the length of the floor, and for the call, my friend Dennis Stevens.
Thank you, Bob. Caldwell County inserts Jude East into the ball game. He'll guard the inbound pass. One of the few Tigers that can afford a foul also. Uptown gets it in to McKnight. McKnight double teamed at midcourt, gets it over to Patterson, back to Rudd. And East has to foul Rudd near midcourt. That'll send Javon Smith-Rudd to the free throw line. 34.4 left
First trip to the line tonight.
Rudd's shot is good. Second shot, also good. Caldwell's got to get it up the court quickly. Spikes over to Riley. Riley into the corner. Branch lets a three go off the back of the rim, no good. Rebound, Spikes goes back up and in. Timeout called by Caldwell County. 2-possession ball game. Full timeout. We'll take a quick one, John, and be right back. You're listening to Tiger Basketball on WPKYOnline.com.
Win, and I would like to invite you to come experience Farmers Bank. I have worked here for more than 25 years, and I love taking care of our customers. I have no doubt you'll enjoy banking with us, so come by and see me at our main office to set up your account. And don't worry if you have small children, bring them with you, because we've got a kids corner to keep them busy while we take care of you. Being customer, community, and employee driven is what we're all about, so stop by and see us at Farmers Bank and Trust Company, member FDIC.
And welcome back to the Cab. 23.9 seconds to play here. Caldwell County down by 6. Caldwell County will press the inbounds pass, and for the call here, Tiger sportscaster Dennis Stevens.
Thank you, Bob. Players Caldwell back out on the court. East again to guard the inbounds pass. Caldwell desperately needs a steal here quickly. East quite a bit bigger than Patterson on the baseline. Patterson to inbound for Hoptown. East with the long arms, puts them up, trying to block the vision. McKnight got away with what seemed like a little scoop. Spikes has to foul. And it's McKnight, who's only missed once tonight, going to the line for Hopkinsville with 20.1 to go in the overtime. Bob, you want to see if you can talk him into another miss here?
I was counting up. This is his 15th free throw tonight, and he's missed 3. So he's 3. He's 11, made 11 and missed 3. But I do think it's time to miss one.
And he does. A little bit tighter here as the game winds down. East comes out of the ball game. Smiley in for Caldwell County. McKnight with his second shot. Coming up. Up and in. That was big. That makes it a 3-possession ball game. Spikes the other way. Has it picked off in the backcourt. Pass up to Rudd and up and in. And that one's going to nail it away for Hoptown. Blocking foul on the side, but too little too late as Hoptown has gone out to a 9-point lead here in overtime. Only a couple of ticks under 5 seconds left in the ball game. So a valiant effort is going to come up just short for Caldwell County.
Hopkinsville just lost their 3rd player of the game by fouls.
McKnight fouls out, and you got to tip your hat to him. He basically carried Hoptown back on a string of, 7 straight free throws that he did make. Caldwell will see their record drop to 0-2 as they'll hit the road to Morton's Gap on Saturday to take on Webster County. Branch will go to the free throw line. First one good. Second shot coming up for Tripp. Back of the rim, no good. Rebound comes down to Victor. And foul's going to be on Caldwell County. I'm not sure why they want to call that. Just let him sit down with it. We were going to back away anyway. But Victor will go to the free throw line on the other end.
Was that on Cole,
I think that's Cole's 5th of the game.
All 5 of his fouls coming here in the second half.
A lot of foul out casualties for both squads tonight.
Both teams have lost 3 players. And Victor is at the charity stripe.
Don Victor, the leading scorer coming in for Hopkinsville.
5 out of 7 from the line, make it 6
good.
out of 8.
Second one, good. An 18-8 overtime. Unless Tripp hits this one at the buzzer, and does. Final 74-67. And Hopkinsville is going to come in and survive, pull out the win here for their first win of the season. They even the record at 1-1. Caldwell County drops to 0-2 on the season. Final here is 74-67 Hopkinsville. We're going to take a break. We'll be right back with the Trilogy Performance Sports Postgame Show coming your way, so stay tuned. This is Tiger Basketball on 1580, 103.3 WPKY.
Around the corner, and Magnolia Tea Boutique in Hopkinsville has everything you need. Monogram gifts like cozy pullovers, Charles River raincoats, and a large selection of bed stew purses, jewelry, and accessories make perfect gifts for the ladies on your list. Come see us and check out our adorable UK sweatshirts, as well as men's t-shirts and a huge selection of ladies' clothing in sizes small to 3X. We can't wait to see you at 5120 Princeton Road or visit us online at Magnolia2, that's TOO.com.
Howdy, folks. Right now, come into KFC and get a free chocolate cake with a 10-piece meal. It's free. It's free chocolate